Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished faculty, administrators, friends and family, and of course the graduating class of 2020. I wish to say hello and thank you for bestowing this honor upon me. I'm Chris Pratt. I graduated from Lake Stevens High School in the year 1997. I am one of you. I walked the hallowed halls of Lake Stevens High School. I'm a Viking through and through. I bled on the football field. I sweat in the wrestling room. I urinated once in my own locker just to see what would happen. I got pee everywhere. Predictable result, yes, but such is science. I loved high school. I know that's not the case for some people. You know, high school can be difficult, and for many people, your best years are in front of you. And high school was just the place to keep your head down, to avoid confrontation, bide your time before your career as a social media influencer kicks off. No, not me. I treasured my experience, and I even got one hell of a great education. Enough so that I was able to forego college and instantly I joined the food service industry. I loved being a Viking. I dare say, had I not gone on to become a movie star, had I not gone on to become, that's better. Okay, I probably would have peaked in high school. There you go, that's better. See, I enrolled in leadership. Now it's crooked. There you go. Yeah, I enrolled in leadership under the tutelage of the great Mike Hodgins and performed in our high school assemblies. It was there that I first tasted the beautiful, delicious, fragrant notes of the spotlight. I was even class speaker 23 years ago at my own graduation, following the footsteps of my brother Cully, who'd graduated 2 years prior. He did a poem, so I did a poem. And let's just say it was not good. In fact, it was something I've regretted for many years, which is why I colluded with the Chinese government to create the COVID-19 virus, as it was the only way I could have secured my spot as your speaker, thus perfecting the only flaw from my past, a terrible commencement speech, the perfect plan. Wait, what's that? I'm hearing I didn't even have to do that. Wow. I could have just asked and you'd have let me be speaker? Well, that's embarrassing. Oh, well. You're the class of 2020, okay? You'll always be able to tell people that you graduated high school the same year the world caught fire and fell apart. Pandemic viruses, unprecedented division, riots in the streets, hashtag Chaz. Yay! Well, make no mistake. You do not hold a monopoly on tragic graduation years. The Lake Stevens graduating class of 1918 dealt with the Spanish flu. What's that? Oh, I'm hearing this is worse. Well, at least you won something. Look, all kidding aside, some of you know this already, and others will be learning it soon enough, but the real world sucks. Just kidding. But sometimes it can be terrible and scary. However, I'm here to remind you that all things are seasonal. Everything changes constantly. What you have to do is you have to maintain perspective, okay? And take it from me. I've traveled the world. I've met many people in my life who you would assume would be happy. Millionaires, billionaires, they got boats, yachts, jets. You'd be surprised to find out that so many of them are miserable. It's because somewhere along the way, they've lost perspective. I've also met people who literally have nothing. No job, no money, no hope, yet they are smiling and they're gliding from one moment to the next, seeming to have some secret to happiness. It's all about perspective. It's truly all about perspective. No matter how down on your luck you find yourself, understand this, it can be worse. It can be. And regardless of how much one has accomplished, there are those at the top burdened by the dissatisfaction that all they have is still not enough. Perspective. There's a delicate balance to achieving and maintaining joy in your life. And it has nothing to do with things or even pleasure. I mean, sure, pleasure feels good, but oftentimes is mistaken by a simple numbing of pain. And it's ultimately just dulling your senses. True joy is attained despite the pain of life. True joy is the smile in the face of adversity. It is standing defiantly after being knocked down. You're the class of 2020, the year it all went bad. But you are not a victim. Be grateful. Be grateful. I mean, if for nothing else, you have so much runway ahead of you. You have what the richest man in the world cannot buy. You have time. And yes, you live in a flawed world, and no, our country is not perfect. Still, be grateful. Because with focus, with drive, with consistency, a clear set of goals, you can achieve your dreams. You're limited only by your imagination and your willingness to put in the work. Because it takes more than an idea. It takes work, it takes accountability, and it takes a team. Find your team. And at the end of this speech, your free education is over, and now it's on you. And listen, you don't have to go to college, but it's a pretty great place to learn to become a critical thinker. And if you don't do it there, you're going to have to do it somewhere. Never, ever stop being a student. Hone your ability to ask questions and to listen. Take an interest in other people. There are no dumb questions. And listen, if you're worried about what people are thinking of you, that's okay. So is everyone else. They're worried about what you're thinking of them. So, build confidence in people, and they will remember you. Collect experience and read. Read everything you can get your hands on, and you will learn from the victories and the mistakes of the great people who came before you. You are going to change in your life. Your opinions will morph. So don't dig in too deep now. Just be open-minded, but always lead with your heart. And I'll leave you with this. You're going to have to make some complicated decisions in your life. The type of decisions where either road you choose, there seems to be some inevitable regret. It's really hard to know which decision to make. Either one leaves you with some regret. That's how you know it's a big decision. I'll give you this. Choose the road that leaves you with the least amount of regret. And once you've chosen, never look back. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2020.
And that, Vikings, is a valid example of why it is a great day to be a Viking. Thank you, Mr. Chris Pratt, Lake Stevens High School, class of 1997 graduate. It has been a pleasure collaborating with you, bringing this special surprise to our 2020 Vikings. Your participation tonight will contribute to our extra special celebration. I do not believe another school in the state of Washington can say that they had Chris Pratt as their opening commencement speaker. Good evening, faculty, friends, alumni, and friends of class of 2020. On behalf of the Lake Stevens High School faculty staff and Lake Stevens School District Board of Directors, I would like to welcome you to our Lake Stevens High School class of 2020 commencement exercises. Tonight, we honor 583 young people who have completed their education at Lake Stevens High School and are about to commence on the next stage of life's journey. These students have exhibited their Viking pride through their work in the classroom, their efforts in the arts, activities, their athletics, and most importantly, their service to our greater community. Please join me as we respectfully observe the playing of the national anthem, performed by the Lake Stevens High School combined bands under the direction of Neil Proff and led tonight by graduating senior drum major Sarah Harnish. Thank you, Neil, Lake Stevens High School Band, and Sarah. I think it's important to acknowledge that even in these incredibly challenging times in teaching, this group still found a way to create such an exceptional product, even though they had to do it asynchronously. A true testament to the tenacity and relentless nature of our music programs here at Lake Stevens High School. My name is Leslie Ivilia, principal of Lake Stevens High School. We are pleased that you have chosen to join us this evening in honoring the class of 2020. We are thrilled to finally be here. As parents and students, we understand that this is not what you envisioned for your child's graduation. We too wish we could host our traditional ceremony. We are confident, however, that along with today's special events, we have provided the absolute best to ensure this experience honors each Viking in a fashion worthy of Lake Stevens High School. We share in your disappointment, and still, we are proud of the resilience of our staff, students, and community. With that, please know, if I stand here today as though you were here with me, present in person, it will be awkward and impersonal. Instead, I would like to share my words more intimately, as though I've joined you in the comfort of your homes, as an opportunity to speak with each of you personally and individually. Seniors, I miss you. It is a Lake Stevens High School tradition that we approach this evening with a dignified decorum as a tribute to the graduates. Joining us this evening are several special guests. Please join me in recognizing our Superintendent, Dr. Amy Beth Cook, our school board members, Board President Mary Taylor, Vice President John Berger, Legislative Representative Paul Lund, David Eisminger, and Kevin Plemmel. Also joining us are the faculty and staff of Lake Stevens High School and staff members from schools throughout the district. We want nothing less for you and celebrate with you this evening. Now I turn my attention to the 583 graduates of Lake Stevens High School. Seniors, now that you are at the end of your career as high school students, you have an opportunity. Now is your time to take on the world, to define and pursue your passions, to determine and leave a new legacy. While this year came to a halting end, each of you found ways to persevere and excel. As difficult as it has been, I am reminded to choose happiness. Listen better, smile more, look for the rewards, and embrace the moment. to really bloom where we are planted. If we were to take that metaphor, blooming where we are planted, one step further, let's remember each of you are blooming amidst the challenging, rocky soil of a global pandemic, laced with the tragic events and racial tensions that are unfolding across our country. And yet, you blossom. You are now commencing onto the new chapters in life. Go boldly, relentlessly pursue your dreams, and remember to leave a legacy. Your time here as a senior class, Vikings at Lake Stevens High School, will not be remembered by grades, popularity, athletic success, likes or favorites, or even the class that everything got canceled. It will instead be remembered by your relationships, the kind of person you were and the kind of person you will become. These are legacies, the kind we must remember, and tonight, the kind we will celebrate. I am grateful for the 3 years you spent with us, for your commitment to our school, our community, for your kind and loving spirit, and embracing me as your principal. You, class of 2020, will forever, and I do mean forever, hold a special place in my heart. Graduates, success nor greatness is rarely achieved without the support of others. There are many people, parents, friends, family, and teachers among others, who have deeply invested in your life and learning. Take this time in the comfort of your home to look over to them, thank them today for encouraging you and for the role they played in earning your high school diploma. Now for some special Lake Stevens High School student highlights. I could not do this ceremony without recognizing these special recognitions. The class of 2020 also has students who have participated and excelled in a variety of activities at Lake Stevens High School. At graduation, we recognize those students who are considered per GPA as our top 10. 4 of the 10 whom have achieved a perfect grade point average of 4.0. This is an impressive feat in this era where students are involved in many activities beyond those in the classroom. Please join me in congratulating Isabel Atha, Michael Davison, Mackenzie Delgado, Sam Dubine, Carter Edens, Nicholas Gusley, Cora Hannigan, Abigail Hill, Brock Wallen, and Kai Wynn. This class is representative of a cadre of young scholars who earned over just $1 million in awards and scholarships, of which a large portion was local money. These students were recognized at Senior Scholarship Night, and as principal of Lake Stevens High School, I extend our collective thanks to this community for your continuous and generous support of our programs and of our graduates. I would also like to congratulate the members of the class who have received academic recognition and are wearing honor cords or medals today, as described in your commencement program. This year, 150 honor cord recipients. In the program, please also make note of our students who deserve special recognition for earning both their Lake Stevens High School diploma and their Associates of Arts degree. Graduates, a special recognition. Some of your families have attended and graduated from Lake Stevens High School. If this is true for you, please right now turn to your family members and acknowledge your family's legacy as Vikings by saying Nautilus. Congratulations. Finally, to conclude, I would like to highlight a group of students who have chosen a route greater than themselves. Please join me in recognizing and following the graduates who have chosen to enter the military and serve our country. For the Coast Guard, Gabriel Barton, Cameron Clark, and Dan Wen. U.S. Marine Corps, Caleb Pinnell, Lauren Eno, and Logan Young. U.S. Army, Christian Almgren, Tristan Show, and Joshua Bradley. And the U.S. Navy, Lucas Cherry, Troy Espinoza. No doubt there are several others who may choose this path in their future. We are grateful. Each year, the graduating class seniors select their own speaker. This year, I am more than delighted to introduce a wonderfully spirited, enthusiastic, and well-loved young man. Please join me in welcoming the student-selected speaker and 2019-20 ASB President, Jacob Bivens.
Good evening, Lake Stevens graduates and parents. I am so glad to be speaking to all of you as we all celebrate the biggest accomplishment of our 12-year journey through high school, graduation. This year was possibly the most frightening and troubled year that we have all experienced together. A lot of us students and families during the middle of March were unsure what was going to happen with the virus, and most importantly, being together one last time. But I am happy to tell you all today, we made it. We are all here together. Growing up with all of you seniors was the most amazing experience of my life. You are all so full of passion and creativity that drives through all of you to be the most successful person you truly are. When you all elected me, the one thing that ran through my mind was how am I going to make this the best year any senior has seen at Lake Stevens High School? And we all know how that went. We had the most incredible and craziest time, but sadly, our senior year was cut short. And a lot of us didn't expect it to end with just a snap of a finger. But today is special. I want to honor all of you, the entire class of 2020. As we all are aware, we officially are adults and have to get ready for the real world. And a lot of us are scared. A lot of us don't know where we are going to go. I have no idea where I'm going, but I want you all to know this. I said earlier that every single one of you are creative. I want you to take that creativity and use it to the fullest extent possible. Every single one of you have the power and knowledge to set your minds to whatever you want to do. And I know deep down, all of you will reach for the stars and achieve your dreams. I know together we can all take on any challenge that is thrown at us and continue to fight for what we believe in and we know what is right. The one and only wish I have for my senior class is for all of you to just stay happy with who you are and persevere through any obstacle that gets in your way. As I close my speech, I would first like to thank my amazing executive team this year for showing me and guiding me through this experience that I've never truly got to experience. And also I'd like to give a big shout out to my ASB executive teacher, Mr. Merrifield. And last but not least, I especially want to thank all of the class of 2020 for being the most happiest, most joyful students, and for staying true to who you really were. I truly want to thank every single one of you from the bottom of my heart. You all mean so much to me. You were all more than just my classmates. You all truly became my friends. I will see you all at our 10-year reunion. Thank you.
Thank you, Jacob. It is now my pleasure to introduce senior choir student Sarah Hempel, composer of her very own song, June 9th.
Hi, my name's Sarah Hempel, and this is a song I wrote thinking about graduation and what life was going to look like after that. It's called June 9th, and it is June 12th, so I'm going to play it now. Standing here and almost done, I've traveled so far, it's been so fun, peering over the edge, I am so close, beyond this point, nobody knows, we've reached the point of no return, after battling years and all we've learned, we play. The paths we walk are marching on. We do not know where they may lead. You'll always be with me in my memories. Thank you.
Lake Stevens High School faculty select a student speaker to represent their graduating class. The faculty's choice this year is a very special young woman who represents what it means to be a Viking through and through. Her smile is contagious, her personality is vibrant, and her gifts are many. I am certain she will have a bright future. Please join me in welcoming Emily Bezizzo.
Hello to my fellow classmates. My name is Emily Bezizzo, and for those of you I haven't met, I am the oldest in my family. I want to be a high school math teacher, and I will be attending Northwestern University in the fall. When I heard I was chosen as the staff-selected student speaker, I was ecstatic to hear the news. I have learned some good life lessons while at LSHS, and I hope that they will benefit us both going to the next chapters of our lives. The three biggest things I feel I have learned are, teachers and staff will be by your side to support you. I can do anything I put my mind to, and enjoy life's moments as they come, since we all know they can be taken away so easily. Throughout my life, teachers have been a huge part of my connection to school. Making friends has not always been easy, and I believe that the support I have been given, in addition to my family and friends, has come from my teachers and staff at all the schools I've attended, most recently, the high school. They may give us homework on the weekly or daily, but they give it to us to help us learn and to understand the topics we are learning. They want us to learn these concepts more than just writing them down. Most importantly, they are there for if we ever need someone to talk to about a life experience, and I know that from my experiences, they will take the time out of their day to listen to you. I am confident that as I prepare for my career as a teacher, college professors will continue to play a large role in my personal and professional development. I know I am not the only one who can say this, but over the last 3 years, there have definitely been some challenges within our lives. I have faced challenges in school with classroom assignments, who knew I could cook, and out of school with learning how to set healthy boundaries in relationships with people who are not good for me. My mom Heidi calls me tenacious, meaning I don't stop until I make it through whatever challenge I have in front of me. Sometimes that is just one foot in front of the another on a long uphill hike, and other times it is sitting down and working on a hard paper until it is done. I find satisfaction in seeing the end and knowing I worked my hardest to get there. One thing I know for sure is that every difficult experience in our lives will count in the future, whether it means we can relate to someone going through something similar or it builds us up the strength for the next uphill. We were all excited for our senior prom, our senior dinner dance, yearbook signing with friends, and so much more. Missing the traditional graduation is where it hits me the most. We were all excited to walk down the aisle with our friends, take pictures in our cap and gowns together, and most of all, graduate all together as the class of 2020. While in quarantine, I have reflected on all that we have missed. I am very sad we can't graduate in the same room together. I'm sad we can't take those pictures and have those memories with us to hold with us, but I will say this, we made it. We, the class of 2020, have made it. We're learning the hard way to treasure each and every experience and to be fully present because we know not everything or every experience is guaranteed. No matter how many years you have been in the Lake Stevens School District, each and every one of you has put in the effort to receive that diploma and say you have graduated on June 12th, 2020. I want to say I'm truly honored to have been selected to give the speech. I can't believe I was even in the running, and then to find out I had been chosen was an even more shock than anything else. To all the teachers and staff, thank you. Thank you for choosing me. And one final thought, we really did make it.
Thank you, Emily. Dr. Cook, I am pleased to present you the class of 2020. Tonight, 583 students will graduate and be rewarded a Lake Stevens High School diploma.
Hello, graduates, families, and friends. What an unprecedented year this has been. You have faced so much adversity, and yet here you are. Congratulations to the class of 2020. And congratulations and thank you as well to your family, friends, and the many staff members who helped you get here. As difficult as these last few months have been, you've built up a resiliency that I can't help but believe will help you in the future. You have so many aspirations for your future that we've heard about, and you are equipped to meet them. Also, as I've listened to this class talk about their future ambitions, I've also heard from them a compassion for others and for the world. We should all be grateful that they not only want to do well for themselves, but they want to make the world a better place for all of us. They are smart and articulate, but they are also kind and compassionate. Graduates, staying true to these passions and yourself is what will give you a successful and meaningful life. Don't ever underestimate the importance of this, and don't ever falter in your belief that you can make a difference. I'd like to share with you a few sentences from a favorite book of mine about the power of making a difference. There will always be lots of people who can give you all the reasons why you can't or won't improve the world. It's up to you to remind yourself of all of the reasons why you can and will. Optimism and pessimism are both choices. Notice that some of the most interesting and successful people choose to talk about what they are for rather than what they are against. I have been so inspired by this class and all of our students here in the Lake Stevens School District. In the midst of difficult times, you've made your voices heard and you've spoken out about what you are for. So as you take this next step in life, I wish you success and the commitment to continue to make a difference in the lives of others. Do well, but also do good. And now, on behalf of the Board of Directors and the staff of Lake Stevens School District, it is my very great honor and privilege as your superintendent to certify that these students have met all standards and graduation requirements set forth by the Lake Stevens School District and the state of Washington. You are hereby awarded your high school diplomas. I present the class of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Cook. At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas. Our graduation reader this evening is our special guest, Chris Pratt.
I'll now be reading each of your names, and when I complete that, we will both move our tassels to this side, my right. You'll move from your right to left, and then we'll all be graduates of Lake Stevens High School. Congratulations to the class of 2020. Take it away.
Thank you, Chris. Graduates, let us begin.
Quinlan McGuire Forrest. Hunter James Andrews. Julia Caitlin Fernandez. Lindsay Robertson. Mark Romasso. Caden Wes Kelson. Andy Wild. Ashley Samantha Martin. Truman Hobbs. Sarah Ann Hempel.
Jacob Bivens.
Emily Jane Bazizo. Kashan Iraj Hussain. Ryan Clark Atkins. Dakota Rose Adams. Sophia Compazano. Griselda Aguilar Resendez. Kesa Lene Anderson. Valentina Alvarado. Talon Michael Anderson. Isaac Robert Haler. Fernanda Acedo. Jericho Matthew Augustin. Isabella Lucille Athan. Leanne Pena Avellino. Kennedy Anne Marie Allen. Olivia Grace Hagan. Faith Elizabeth Iodeji. Gabriella Elizabeth Alfaro. James Timothy Allen. Janessa Nicole Anderson. Isabella Macaulay Barr. Kira Abels. Joseph Dominic Andrews. William Oliver Amos. Shiley Ann Baring. Caleb James Barrett. Ruby Hayes Jia Ming Peterson. Christian Raul Almgren. Caitlin Rochelle Bean. Ethan Taylor Bacca. Isaiah Nicholas Carnell. Callista Marie Adrian. Shaylin Heidi Bach. Sergei Bacharev. Gabriel Quimby Barton. Noah Elijah Brediger. Brian Davis Campbell. Keegan William Baker. Aaliyah Ashley Blackford. Lauren Catherine Baggs. Brandon Nicholas Berger. Hope Elizabeth Barkus. Excurine Bonilla Salazar. Corin Nicole Bardou. Kenneth Lee Bear. Ty John Wynn. Blaine Patrick Baker. Dylan Dale Berger. Kyle Andrew Carlson. Tanner Jacob Carr. Haley Sharon Bridges. Jason Lee Burrow. Ben William Bitness. Joshua Scott Bradley. Liam Atticus Church. Kylie Sue Diltz. Broderick William Britton. Jenna Nicole Bruns. Jaden Lee Bruns. Matthew James Brunson. Grace Noel Burke. Isaiah Robert Chagoya. Lily Nicole Content. Giovanna Denise Camarena. Aaron Robert Burnett. Alexa Jane Conlon. Emma Colette Bossy. Adam Durye Bogart, Jr. Madison Jane Boyles. Tiana Lynn Bigelow. Jackson T. Busby. Tate Michael Brust. Honesty Marie Cox. Silverano Lee Clinton. Luis Gonzalez Miranda. Abby Lynn Brooks. Logan Lennon Bruce. Joseph Caledonia Gonzalez. Kason Juheo Kinchun. Grace Marie Brown. Matthew Johnson Clifford. Tyler Moritz Cochran. Carlos Cherez. James Michael Carter. Lucas Hoi E Kelaka Cherry. Emily May Cleland. Jalen Todd Crawford. Christopher Lance Cashman. Hannah Lynn Conway. Troy Martin Espinoza III. Victoria Alexandrovna Dutova. Lauren Grace DeYoung. Kensley Blair Crabtree. Orion Zaid Kohler. Presley Chelan Cole. Caden Porter Cook. Kyle James Connor. Lauren Elizabeth Eno. Michael Scott Davison. Muck Ray Rig Collins. Dante Jesus Corona Cobayan. Cameron Elizabeth Clark. Daniel Ephrain Ceballos. Mackenzie Catherine Delgado. Carter Dwayne Edens. Laura Maria Constantinescu. Alyssa Aileen Coates. Jaden Michael Iman Digos. Andrew William Conrad Lowe. Emma Grace Crumley. Miley Michelle Dang. Sarah Judith Elaine Davis.
Chloe Noel Cornelius.
Quill Christopher Couples. Tiara Mia El Truvogue. Samuel Stewart Dubine. Alexis Diane Ekrit. Vitaly Vitalyovich Lyak. Christopher Lee Johnson. Sarah Ann Daniels. Nathan Kenneth Lee. Nay Fall. Paris Melina Rose Eberharter. Alex Louise Fleming. Carson James Crowley. Gavin Thomas Nelson. Jacob Christopher Hughes.
Scarlett Catiana Delestri.
Elizabeth E. Sol Kim. Dunca Leonor Garcia. Carson James Easterling. Alexander Deacon Fogel. Cody James DeMerchant. Richard Andre Villanueva Celestino. Cesar del Toro Guisar. Reina Gelarde. Reagan Aubrey Reed. Akili Sadie Foster. Aaliyah Renee Fricky. Jose Daniel Cardoza Calderon. Colby Eric Follett. Paige May Fitchner. Alejandro Miguel Flores. Jocelyn Sky Fitzpatrick. Preston Douglas Flinders. Gabriel Lucas Franz. Leif Eric Fetterswald. Erica Yvette Figueroa. Ryan Andrew Lee Gosshorn. Joshua Owen Estelle. Lance Charles Freeman. Alexander Lee Fox. Madalena Estella Flores. Eli Harrison Gamage. James Andrew Frame. Tyler Scott Gigliacci. Manuel Villicana. Javier Francisco Fontenez. Jonathan William Gavin. Catherine Olivia Holland. Kylie Lauren Green. Riley James Harless. Kylie Cheyenne Bouch. Nicholas Gusley. Isabella Grossen Gardner. Jacqueline Infante Ramirez. Riley Elise Foote. Tristan Lee Halterman. Wyatt Thomas Hall. Stephen Andrew Garrett. Parker Scott Here. Cameron Scott Here. Reagan Mackenzie Galovic. Aaliyah Lee Calloway. Brandon Christopher Green. Lily Joe Garcia. Gabriella Marie Malik. Cassie Elizabeth Gruel. Bailey Ryan Griffin. Sam Anthony Erevier. Gabriella Joy Galvez. Raina Marie Heinemann. Paris Cure A. Apodaca. Rodney Antonio Guyton. Jessica Grace Gardner. Abigail Hill. Jager Reed Hill. Blake Ray Hendrickson. Keenan Pete Helenihe. Trenton James Geary. Cora Rose Riley Hannigan. Kylie Joyce Hubby. Jordan Holt. Sandra Hernandez Vargas. Haley Danalyn Hoskin, Caitlin Amber Irons, Cameron Esmond Hubble, Marek Michael Hoffman, Sarah Kathleen Harnish, Brady Parker Hunt, Madison Avery Hammond, Liam Kurt Holstein, Kirsten Faith Hayes, Mitchell Evan Hoffman, Tiana Noel Hodges, Sarah Nicole Grove, Anne Catherine Ivers, Julian Dean Hunter, Hayden Robert Johnson, Ethan Klaus Jansen, Catherine Hunter Solis, Katharina Huber, Cynthia Knockwin, Alyssa Jacobson, Zachary David Spear, Caden Allen Jackson, Rashad Williams, Alexis Nicole Jackson, Kyra Jane Krause, Logan Isaac Carl. Harley Quinn Kaiser. Dallas Luis Landeros. Aaron Arlene Justice. Jeffrey Jeremiah Johns Jr. Jared Dawson Huber. Richard Brian Jaime. Carson Cruzy. Morgan Ashley Lagerston. Malachi Ernest Jensen. Gerondon DJ Kiji. Maury Muhammad Keita. Andrew Gavin Keys. Anastasia Lash. Tyler Owen Kuhn. Claren Langerveld. Bailey Grace Kingsbury. Cheyenne Jordan Cridy. Colby June Kim. Taylor Marie Jansen. Kaylee Erica Kraus. Solomon Yahweh Kader. Casey James LeBay. Hunter Jared Patchett. Jake Isaac Kirkland.
Danielle K. Kettler Lopez.
Craig Grant Kernan. Joshua Matthew Kelly. Diego Hernandez Ramirez. Hannah Magnolia Sue Hanson. Cole Michael McGee.
Imani Raybani Jonas.
Brianna Nicole Mehan. Ian James Mahler. Alexander Richard Kimball. Kaylee Ann Mackey. Ashley Jordan Lincoln. Elizabeth Louise Leatherman. Alexandria Rebecca Lucado. Jordan Rose Lamar. Bryce David Lewis. Wesley Alexander Lawson. Zachary William Lambert. Amanda Kane Maybe. Kurt Lee Charles Lipman. Dason Robert Olson. Adrienne Pamela Lord. Dalton Majestic. Avery J. Lee. Kiera Mina McElwain. Devin Scott Mac Waters. Eric Lopez. McLean Nelson Long. Avery Marie McIntosh. Mary Ama Conta. Jaden Evan McClure. Trinity Sage Martinez. Jeremy Milton Lewis. Reiner Sean Lurch. Chloe Jacqueline Lurch. Connor Lane Matt. Aldo Giovanni Lopez Mario. Kristen Renee Murphy. Abby Kathleen McPhee. Dominic Ray Mercado. Caitlin Elizabeth Mounts. Aiden Sean McLeod. Zachary Jamerson Pearson. Mary Saul Mauta. Hannah Lorraine Ferris Hyalman. Micah Benjamin Millard. Tyler Daniel Miller. Alejandro Mendoza. Maya Renee Mendoza. Gabby Leon Miles. Caleb Blake Mansky. Anthony Tetsu Nash. Cameron Musashi Mayford. Jonathan Joseph McCoy. Gavin Kai Warren Fairweather. Jaden Vincent James Murdoch. Cynthia Jasmine Morphin Arias. Nyan Michael Frieder. Vic McGilvery. Calum Kenneth Pinnell. Connor Eugene Movius. Savannah Marie Newman. Molly Alice Matson. Sergio Javier Triado Pileo Jr. Jacob Edwin Ramirez. Madison Brooke Minnick. Yvette Mota. Jordan Alexandria Mars. Hannah Michelle McDermott. Athena Marshall. Lily Isabella O'Brien. Alexis Taylor Oglesby. Liberty Alyssa Molitor. Mason Timothy Minear. Jace Allen Merkerson. Michael Joseph Kiedrowski. Jovesa Hageman Cowcow. Dan Min Nguyen. Emily Kate Altman. Jaden Michelle Park. Haley Marie Patrick. Marissa Montoya Chavez. Anastasia Isabella Florin Stack. Kaya Marie Patayon. Elizabeth Marie Park. Jacqueline Renee Personius. Heather Elaine Moss. Jessica Ann Ralph. Caden Matthew Pitts. Olivia Marie Quatrin. Michael Stephen Geronimo Nickerson. Amy Petra Gutata. Ash M. Rockness. Ariel Marie Harris. Christian Pollock. Jillian Esther Pratt. Tessa Noel Parker. Wednesday, October Radaba. Max Phoenix Rain Rajaba. Malachi Kiodara Quist. Whitney Dominic Hartlow. Shaylin Annette Sharp. Carolina Holguin Carrillo. Owen Robert Rohde. Danielle Nicole Osborne. Gabrielle Alexandra Ralph. Puya Saipsam Gibadi. Austin Tyler Rembold Hyde. Alex Ray Peterson. Kyle Christopher Roman. Logan Cole Mattingly. Michaela Sky Rodino. Ashley Perry. Austin James Schlote. Dara Marlene Ramirez Arroyo. Juliana Ramirez Lopez. Caden Rigello. Logan Michael Root. Isaiah Anthony Ramirez.
Jeremy Forrest Ross. Caitlin Renee Rolls. Nolan Robert Shizzle. Hannah Elaine Rodriguez. Avery Caroline Rose. Nicole Ann Ristine. Braden James Green. Caitlin Marie Reed. Obede Jesus Roldan. Catherine Ann Akiko Skelly. Daniel Elijah Ray. Isaiah Joseph Sakin. Monet Rundle. Jacob William Seiferdson. Alex Edward Shadle. Tristan Joseph Scow. Hannah Elise Miller. Colt Jared Spiegel. Alan Darnell Robinson Jr. Bradley Scott Sophie. Skylar Christian Russell. Charlie May Shannon. Jessica Ann Schneider. Jade Aaron Shaw. Jillian Elizabeth Shaw. Travis Jeffrey Robertson. Casey Anson Rummelhart. Allison Michelle Shower. Zachary Taylor Smith. Malou Jordan Rinders. Valentina Santana. Emily Christine Tauk. Trevor James Slezak. Heidi Michelle Bruce. Samantha Anna Savowell. Isaiah Jeffrey Sampson. Abigail Ray Champier. Jenna Lynn Schmidt. Alexa Rodriguez. Hannah Kamla Somerville. Elijah Alec William Schmidt. Alexandria Leah Reinhardt. Deshaun Marlon McFerrin. Winter Sky Salazar. Elijah James Turner. Amanzi Hezekiah Roberts. Connor Robert Simpson. Madison Lucia Sinning. Priya Nicole Steiny. Jainaba Sudika. Aurora Pearl Spencer. Delaney Avon Spainhouse. Alexandria Hale Story. Alexi Henrik Struthers. Alexander Vyazna Simnun. Jessica Marie Stafford. Isaiah William Moore. Eric Alexander Tunn. Corson Neil Sikanolfi. Skylar Travis Reyna. Riley Christopher Thompson. Juan Asante Torres. Khaleesi A. Soriano. Damaris Yvette Santamaria. Naira Zukik. Alex Hyun Ki Lee. Brady Joseph Kenton Sullivan. Gunnar Tyson. Jackson Ray Smith. Jackson Garrett Teeter. Shelby Anne Marie Teeter. Brianna Marie Uptain. Brian Peter Eyoung Tumby. Alex Thomas Tran. Haley Elizabeth Tran. Joshua Russell Thompson. Stephanie Ruth Underhill. Jacob Lee Tollum. Lainey Nicole Shields. Haven Taylor Turner. Kai Jalen Thomas. Nolan Jake Thornton. Valerie Grace Van Cleve. Jordan Thomas. Nicholas Spencer Wilkinson. Sally Page Wolf. Giselle Elizabeth Melendrez. Marley Vergara Valdez. Aja Fatumata Silvia. Kayla Roseanne Ruffin. Bailey Ann Polkinghorn, Gilbert Vergara, Kevin Gabriel Tapia, Hunter James Vance, Tyler Joseph Thurston, Ria Emiko Tovez, Vuti Funan Thong, Fernando Henry Villanueva, Mackenzie Clark Tyson, Isabel Vega, Jacob Matthew Vincent, Barack William Wallen, Adam Carl Flora, Madison Marie Woolridge, Gage Alexander Walston, Angelina Alexis K. Pierpoint, Lauren Isabel Wells, Alexis Marie Zellers, Brian Michael Wattier, Mason Eric Williams, Mackenzie Renee Wargo, Maseo Jolan Yonesaka, Carter M. Wheat, Taven Eric Wagner, Ellie Joya Watkins, Grace Wanstrom, Hunter Stephen Zielasco. Logan Frazier Young. Cameron Michael Willett. Mackenzie Grace Wall. Caleb James Young. Seth Gregory Wolf. Courtney Jeanette Yelm. Trisha Red Van Weckl. Malia Joy Velez. Trent Riley Vigas. Tatum Marlene Von Melville. Jalen Tam Vo. Elijah Michael Welch.
There's only one scholarship announced and presented at graduation, the Staff Scholarship Award, Jim Talley Memorial, which is nominated and voted on each year by Lake Stevens High School staff. The award itself is designated to distinguish the student we believe to have met ideals of scholarship, which involve meeting the highest academic standards in challenging courses and also taking advantage of the benefits of participation in school sports, clubs, or otherwise being involved in the school community. This year's recipient has fulfilled all of these attributes with high academic standards, goals, and aspirations. The selected student is one of our top 10 who holds a 4.0. Students and staff alike are excited to see this young woman push forward in the next stages in life, knowing that every student here tonight has their own story of leadership, academic achievement, and perseverance. Please join me in presenting the Lake Stevens High School Staff Scholarship Award to the recipient, Boise State-bound Mackenzie Delgado. As we close tonight, Senior Class President Kashan Hussein will say a few words, lead the class in the turning of the tassels, and then lead our students' last senior chant as a Viking. Seniors, as this is my last opportunity to address you as a group, I have just a couple things to say. It is such a joy to be celebrating with you on this significant day. I, along with your family, friends, faculty, staff of Lake Stevens High School, and district, congratulate you on reaching this milestone. I am sure there were moments where the path to your diploma seemed overwhelmingly difficult, when the effort felt too great, but you endured. Your relentless perseverance has paid off. Here in a moment, you will now be known as a graduate of Lake Stevens High School. You are now forever a Viking. And with that, I say, it is an absolutely great day to be a Viking. Kashawn, the class of 2020 is yours.
Seniors, class of 2020, this has been a long time coming. For 18 years we have waited, pondering the moment we would walk across the stage. This probably wasn't what we were all expecting, but looking back, nothing ever did come easy for us. At the very least, it didn't stop me from saying this. We did it, everybody. Some of you probably have no idea how, but we did it. These past few years have made us who we are, and today marks the end of our beginning. I personally want to say thank you for letting me be a part of your beginning, and for many of you being a part of mine. I wish you all good luck wherever you are and wherever you go. But before we put an end to this chapter, I would like to make one final request for you all to join me and our fellow classmates as we turn our tassels to signify the transition from student to graduate and the beginning of a new age. At this time, please move your tassel from right to left. All right. If you would, please join us in one final senior chant. All right. 1, 2, 3. S-S-S-E-N-I-I-I-O-R, S-E-N-I-O-R, seniors!